Hey there, everyone. It is Daniel here, and I am joined by John. And for the first time ever, we're joined by Mr. I don't know if you want to go
Uh,
by Digital Woodford. Just introduce
I could
yourself.
I can go by Isaac DaGraca, I guess, and
Oh,
promote
whoa,
my
full
name.
names.
Full
Yeah,
Right,
full
names
we
names.
there.
Look at that. Yeah.
What's that
surnames
home
up in this
address?
bitch.
Phone number?
So, it's
Just go fuck
Jacksonville,
yourself.
Florida, 32210. No, I'm not gonna go all the way.
Anyway,
No,
I don't even live there anymore, so it's like that'd be
I
completely
live like across the street from there now.
different.
so this is episode 7. Apologies about last week. We were supposed to have episode 7 going last week, but there was some technical difficulties.
On
I'm
your
not going
end,
to point fingers, but
Daniel.
John, you know
Daniel.
how it is with John.
Get a
Uh,
proper fucking desktop computer.
like I've literally
We're
fixed the issue,
we're
and there's
sick
no
of
need
your wooden computer, okay?
there's no need to upgrade when I fixed it.
No, there is plenty need to upgrade. Don't
Anyway,
run Jay-Z without melting your laptop.
we're also running late today, so let's save that for
Let's
another
keep the
time
name calling, okay? Outside the pocket.
to a minimum. Right, so you're probably wondering why Isaac DeGraca is here all of a sudden. Well, Isaac DeGraca is an admin and site creator, and do you have any other titles I should be aware of? Prince.
um,
High Wizard of the KKK.
yes, yeah, that works perfectly.
Bitches don't know about your
over
white robe.
over at tech over at takuchat.com.
Yeah,
So
that's a good one.
so takuchat.com is kind of like where we all met up first and shit like that, and
Yes.
it's kind of like a gaming website. So
In a
maybe
way,
you
it's the
wanna,
birthplace of
It's
the
I'm
podcast.
trying to find a name for
yeah.
it, and we had this like weird name of like a I don't know what the name originally was. I think it's like a blog. It's like a form in the shape of a gaming blog. I think is what we used, but I think I should just say something like blog community. I guess.
That makes so much more sense.
Yes.
I see. Blog
Yes.
community, but people don't often blog.
Yes. 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 We're looking for more people to get involved in. The good news is, in in I don't know if I should announce this now because people would join with the wrong
Do
information.
it.
Do it.
Yeah, pretty much we're going through some major site changes. We're kind of redesigning everything to make it a lot easier, and we're also slowly developing a reward system. Even though the main purpose of the site is kind of community and self promotion and all that stuff, kind of getting something back for your contributions, I think is a really cool thing. It's not going to be anything too major, but you get something for contributing to the site and to the community and
So
stuff.
when you say contributing, what can people do to contribute? What does that mean?
Anything from just developing the site because I do the majority of the work right now. I'm getting some help from username Sanctus, and I also get help from Moore as well on occasion. He helps me with server stuff more often than anything. Um, or it's just making articles and just there's multiple forms of contributing that you
So
can do. Just
any average Joe can go over there and make his own article.
pretty much, yeah. Of course, we do have an approval process because you do have to apply to certain standards because you want other sites to take us as seriously as we take ourselves. So there are some
Mhm.
standards you have to apply to, but other than that, yeah, anybody can come in.
Tell that to King Kellogg, am I right?
Ha 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 ha.
Uh,
He's been improving though, so
Somebody
it's
had to say it. Okay, so what are we going to start with, Daniel?
um, okay, so last, hold on a sec. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Wolf?
Oh
And
yeah,
by the
sorry.
way, you do art stuff as well,
Good
yes,
point.
I
don't you?
do.
All right.
I'm trying to get started on doing commissions for people and stuff. And right now, I only have the expensive full color stuff up. I'm gonna start doing black and white works too. Kind of like I don't know if we can display an image of something. I guess not.
Uh, just in case we break the whole thing
I
down,
was
that's
going to
fine.
say that'll break our internet.
Yeah, yeah.
We
No,
gotta take it.
let me try this on my end. I'm gonna try this on my end. I'm gonna hit screen share.
Oh God,
Oh
this is the
man,
last we'll see
look
of
at
Wolf.
all them porn tabs.
Boom. Haha.
Let's click
Hold
over
on, let me see.
to
You have to
his.
click on his name,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, so the fancy full color stuff is like this black rose thing that I did.
I
Right.
love your big boss, by the way.
Oh yes, and the big boss is what I'm gonna start offering on the cheap because that stuff actually doesn't take too long for me, so I can offer it pretty cheap. So that's this one right here, this lovely little image, something mystical and dramatic looking.
Would you do one of them in color?
Yes, I could actually.
That would be pretty baller in color too. Even though that's pretty cool as well.
Yes. So yeah, so I'm offering these, and I guess if I do those, they're gonna be like $20 or something, and they're like really high resolution. They're like minimum 3,000 by 3,000 is what the resolution is gonna be. So
Nice.
really
Nice.
large stuff. You can put that on a wall if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Um,
So if you
and
got
like, so if I was somebody who was I wanted a picture, I could make a request of you, gaming related or anything else, and I could be like, I want this. You know, you'd hook it up.
Yes, I would totally do that.
That's pretty cool.
The short of it would be I would send you a sketch, like a super quick sketch of what it might look like, and then you'd be like, okay, that looks cool, and then I'll just continue it, and then like in a few days we get back to final result. If you have any suggestions at that point, then I'll gladly add those, but the whole thing should be done in about a week.
That's pretty cool. So if you want some pretty pictures, right, so shout that out now as well, so people know where to go.
I do have a website, but it's not really. I've been.
But how can people get in contact with you?
No, I do have a website. It takes you to another website, so it's
website with
and then
website.
It's
also
totally
it involves
legit.
my last name, so I have to spell out my last name right now, which should be the problem.
Because I can't spell.
Yes. How about this? Look up. I'm just gonna show it. Here you go.
Screen share
we
again.
gotta click on this guy's name and face
There
again.
we go. Click back on here, and there we go. And then we're gonna go here, and this is my current website, which has nothing on it.
Whoa, it's so rich. Vibrant.
Yes, yes, all these colors. And it has a Google Plus link. That's where I do most of my blogging, I guess, and stuff now. So there you will find sketches and stuff of my
I
previous
see.
work.
So
So
that
Oh,
can see the URL
we should
right there.
talk about this. Oh my God, I
wow.
forgot about this. Hold on, let me link you guys to this horrible thing that apparently Atari made.
Stevie Wonder.
Dang it.
If I could play
Oh.
video games, you bet. What is this? What is
If I could play
happening right
video
now?
games- Yes, exactly. It's just this horrible thing. I'm gonna. God, I want to link this. I don't know how. I'm so terrible at this stuff.
What kind of an advert is that like?
I don't even know. Here you go. This is just so you can get a better look at it. I'm gonna link it to you guys.
no, that's okay.
No, this is like just horrible things. Just click this, just so you can read.
People are seeing our super secret communications. Volume down. We're actually messing with getting music on here, but it didn't really work out. With,
Yeah. I was trying to make that work, and
Yeah.
I can sort of make it work.
Yeah.
Here we go. See, like, check this out, guys.
That's enough of that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the plan is what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to have to go ahead and do it this way. Is I'm going to like download this episode and put like some music over it. And if I want to, once my internet gets better, I'll put gameplay footage over it too, and re-upload it in like a gap reloaded kind of thing. So you can either watch it, listen to it live, I should say, or you could, if you wanted to wait for like a bit more well-edited one, then you can do that too. Until we can figure out something with the music to get it live as well. If
And
anybody
by the way,
knows what to do, let us know.
this is in direct response to a listener, Tosh X, I think his name was. Maybe I'm not pronouncing that right, but he gave us the suggestion to throw some music on there, a bit of elevator music, and we've always wanted to do it ever since when we very first started it.
Yeah.
We could never figure out how. And then Isaac here,
I tried.
he raised our hopes, and then he dashed them against the rocks.
For 30 extra minutes.
So we're feeling pretty down right now.
Yeah.
But anyway, he tried,
Yeah. So I guess we should probably
So-
talk about games.
That's that. Speak.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those things.
No, not yet. Let's go back to like Tosh X for a sec,
Okay.
because he also entered our competition last week.
Okay, I'm
The
going to
competition we had last week
find
was to design a logo. I didn't hear what you just said there.
Sorry, I was just saying I'm going to try to find his...
But anyway,
Yeah. Keep talking.
I was just going to say, you might notice the new logo in the middle of the screen right now, and that was done by our winner. And we'll probably get to his first because obviously the surprise has been spoiled by
Yeah.
You've seen it already, but anyway, what was his name? Subsinuous was his name, and he won the Steam gift card, and we just thought his was nice.
Yeah, it
Now,
looks really good. I
Isaac
like the
says
color.
it looks kind of familiar, so hopefully now it's not just stolen from something, but
Yeah.
we like it. So
Yeah, I really like
Take that as a compliment, by the way. It looks so good. I believe you had to steal it from somewhere.
It looks so good. There's no way you could have done it, and you're
Yes.
you're a phony.
Yes.
So, but there was some really
but Subsinuous wasn't the only person to enter.
yeah. There was some. Oh God, I have to find. There's a
Take us through
particular
the
one.
entries, then, yeah.
I'm actually just actively looking for it. There was some, well, I can just say you tried, sport. Here you go, $20 worth
There's
of
some
design
people who
time.
reuse the same joke.
Yeah, like there was one just like pretty much hands opening up a hole, so it's like gap, and he said $20 worth of design time.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Yeah, you mean that only counts if you've got talent. Timothy 3061. What's up, bitch? Okay, so let me go with Edmonton Thompson. Oh, I'm trying to. Okay, no, never mind that one. I hate to be shitting on people's entries, but there was some. Oh, I put a lot of effort into this. I might
Yeah,
actually.
that's the same joke I heard 3 times. Like,
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to. Let me just make sure. I might actually have to screen share these. Let me just jigger some things around here.
Jigger.
it's a classic
Darn
Irish
it.
phrase.
Yeah, it's a beautiful phrase of my people. Kajigger. So I am going to screen share real quick here, and I'm going to go through the entries. I'm actually going to have them all open first, and then I'll screen share so I can talk about them. I won't be able to get the usernames though, because
We're gonna give you the attention you deserve. If you had the usernames, that would be nice too. But if you can't, you can't.
Actually, you know what? I'll just start screen sharing now.
Okay. I'm gonna click on this guy's name.
Where is screen share? Here it is.
It's the one with the green arrow,
Um,
or the green with the white arrow
I'm
inside
gonna
it.
go with Google Hangouts. Start screen share. So if you want to click
Yeah.
over to my name, I have to do that.
It's done.
So we've got it here, right? So I'm going to start about $20 worth of work. Lol. So let's just see.
So read out their names, because
So the first one is Moist Gracie. Here you go, about $20 worth of work, and it's like I mean, he wasn't actually trying to take the piss here. It did look like a more of an attempt, but yeah, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. Mr. Pandalord, this took me forever. I'm pretty sure this is the one that I nearly like. I love this one. Something agenda podcast. This is gold. I must use screen share more often, actually. So
Yes.
I thought this was probably one of the funniest things. When I seen this, I was like, I kind of wish I could have used this. This guy's an honorary winner. So who's this guy again? He's Mr. Pandalord. Mr. Pandalord, you're a genius. I honestly did laugh really hard. And you, James, I think I have this open already. Yeah, it's this one. Box Gap podcast.
yeah.
Not great, but I mean, like, you got to be in it
Why
to win
is the
it.
box there?
I don't know.
What's box?
So
What's that mean?
I think we got.
What's he trying to say there?
I think we got you shutting up while I'm talking. So we got Kirk Nettick. Right. So here's my entry for your logo. Okay, this is actually like he was going to offer a high resolution one when it's if he'd won, and I did like this. He got in before the winner, and this was a runner-up. I'd say I was like, okay, this is a good one. I thought so, anyways. I don't know about you.
Yeah, some effort was
Let me
made.
see. I can't really make it any bigger. Let's close this tab, and we're gonna go down. And actually, I was about to open the same one. Tape here says, "I decided to give it a go," and Jake, before we go into it, just to build hype, says, "This is the best one, guys. Contest one. So, I mean, actually, that's not bad.
What is this?
Yeah.
Actually, that was kind of nice.
Yeah,
It's just minimalist.
It's
Simplistic.
exactly.
It's kind of classy looking.
Yeah,
But it's also very similar to.
it has a sense of itself, but it's not too aware.
I think it's actually.
No, it's not too aware.
Yeah. So Zenovo
It's actually
RS.
what?
This is like the last one, I think. I'll quickly go through the others again and make sure. He had this one, right? So
I'm pretty sure it's definitely not the last one.
So I actually liked this one, but it wasn't as good as some of the other ones that were taking it serious. But it was good. I didn't really like the We Love Gaming thing though.
Trying too hard.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I've seen that before. I think that could be stolen. The We Love Gaming thing.
So let's go back to the top and make sure I've got everyone else. Actually, I think there is some here we haven't done. So
I would love
we've got
to the absolute trademark We Love Gaming. Just gotta say that.
So we've got the Gaming Agenda podcast. This is just what it says here. So Josh Kirky, right? I think he actually does go for a serious one.
Is this the Pixel one? This is kind of hilarious.
I mean, it was actually good. I'm not mad about it. 8.
Oh, that's cool. Wait,
it is cool. No, he's not.
Look at my blonde hair.
But he does say, you'll see here, he says, I can change that if he's picked to actually resemble us, so that was an option for us there, which was cool. I'm just going to close these other tabs. Yeah. I actually like this one, though.
I'm not actually Aryan in real life.
But that was a good one, I thought. He's an alternate version, like a Space Invaders thing going on. He said he'd also make a banner and profile picture on request if we pick his. And it was kind of the same with Space Invaders background. I actually didn't like this as much as his other one. I thought it was a bit too much going on. But I liked it, though. I mean, it was a good effort. I liked it.
Yeah,
I agree. So thanks for that, Josh Kirky, if you do listen to this at some stage. And Stretchy, I think hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. After hours of work, so let's assume this isn't going to be that good. It's like he just fucking did heroin for the first time and tried it. I'm just gonna see what happens, and dozed off or something, and he starts sliding away to the right way more. Sorry
I think he used a little slanted brush that's in Photoshop and just like kind of squiggled.
So Dran, I think he's just going by what he says is good chances of serious attempt. So Dran, let's see what he's got. I like this one too. This was like second or third place. I thought this was cool. I like the colors.
Oh yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Except gaming,
nice.
I think he mentioned gaming audio podcast thing. So he's updated. Let's look at the updated one. That was actually pretty good. I might actually that was good. So thanks for that also.
Mad props, sir.
Yeah, that was pretty good. It was actually supposed it's good to have you here because if we're doing arty kind of stuff. And let me try pronounce this. Naruyash or something like that. Or Naruyash, that's it. I think I got it. Okay, so like I see where he's going with this. It's sort of like the ratings thing going on. Pretty cool.
Okay.
It's kind of clever, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, but it wouldn't. I should have probably stipulated that color was something I was looking for, But thanks for that as well. So
Would have been nice if the P could have been fit in there as well.
Yeah, that's it. Fucking die in a fire. So this guy's 3 versions. I'm not even going to try pronounce his name here, so let's go. We've got 3, so entry 1. He offered high res. I mean, I don't like this. I'm just going to say I don't think that's that good. Again,
that's very basic.
Very basic, yeah. I mean, and this is the guy with $20 worth of design time. I don't think I screen shared this. You guys seeing that?
Oh, nice.
I was like, why aren't you reacting to this? It was funny, but
I'm pretty sure there's a delay.
All right, okay, so I'll bear that in mind.
Me?
Just with the screen share, there's a delay. He's saying, so that's fine. I'll bear that in mind going forward. This guy goes, some heavy metal cat says, "I'm pulling for you. This is my favorite for obvious reasons." And it was Timothy3061 who did this, and he replies to that comment saying, "Thanks for pulling for me. Whether I win or lose, I appreciate you getting behind me against all this stiff competition. With so many good entries, with so many good entries, I'm sure it'll be a tight one in the end."
Oh man! We'd use that, and then we'd change. You guys have to change the name to the Goatsy Agenda podcast.
Yeah, Timothy wins at life, though. I have to hand him that. Timothy wins at life. Whoops, I clicked back out. So, unless I have to screen share something else, I'm just going to close that before we all get sick.
There's some guy called Tosh. He definitely shared the.
Oh, I know. His comment got deleted because of nothing to do with it. Although I would have liked to have left it there.
Wait, what? Did it? Like he uploaded an image.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Let me see.
Like he's the one guy who who mentioned that he wanted his entry to be mentioned. Competition we did the week beforehand.
I actually
You
think
know
I
what we asked
missed
him a
a guy
question?
here. James Priestley, did I? So here it is, an imager, and he said, "Here's a YouTube answer." James Priestley's entry. Okay, that's just not happening. That's the banner, but it's the same as the logo. I closed one of the tabs too soon. I'll give you a chance.
We're
Second
actually
blue
not seeing
screen.
this right now.
Oh fuck! I closed. I closed screen share. Ugh. I'll open it
Fail.
again one more time. It won't take too long. All right.
There we go.
You can see it. Yeah. So, you know,
Minimalism.
yeah, it's not going to happen. But I mean, to be fair, I never did say like, oh, I want that color, and he tried. It wasn't like he was taking the piss. So I'll close screen share here.
Yeah.
I must use screen share more actually. So I know the comment though you're talking about, Daniel, and I replied to him saying, we're trying to get music on, but I can't seem to find it now. Yeah, I found it here.
But
I'll screen share one more time just to
he
show
should
you.
have had like a link with his image as well. Like,
Yeah, but it's deleted. I think that's the problem. So we can't find it.
he deleted his image, is it?
No, right. So look at my screen right now.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
I see.
it's gone. It's gone. I replied and I said thanks and stuff, which I think because I said thanks to
Okay.
him, maybe his comment shouldn't have got deleted, and he was given constructive criticism. So I'm sorry about that. If we would have definitely shouted you out because we did go through it, and we should use the screen share now in future for reading out Reddit questions and stuff like that. Oh, this guy.
We actually really shouldn't because your audio quality goes to shit.
Oh, does it?
A little bit.
Oh, damn. So I'll wrap up the
Yeah, I'm
screen
gonna
share.
turn off the screen share. You should turn it off.
Oh, right. Okay. Oops, I clicked on
Actually,
the wrong thing.
considering you're the one hosting it, right?
Yeah, I am hosting it.
Then it probably doesn't really matter. You're probably just fine. It's just bad to it. It's just bad to us because we're both streaming a video while
I
podcasting.
see. End of the
So-
month, I'm getting a serious internet upgrade. It's fine. E-Fiber's finally coming to the town.
I'm pretty sure.
Awesome.
I'm pretty sure I'm hosting it though.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Shit.
Oh, well then.
It's your fault.
Okay, so how much of a delay is there right now? Can you hear?
I can hear you right now, yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so the delay is gone. So now we can finally maybe move on to the meat and potatoes.
Yeah. For the next maybe 45 minutes. Do you want to open with the first topic?
Okay, so I think we'll go with the biggest news: Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Tell me about it. What's going on? Why should I care?
You should care because it's like Metal Gear Solid 4, except with Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, that about sums it up.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, explain it to me. And like, what does that mean?
That's pretty much. Actually,
There's like super suits and shit. It's
Yeah.
like everybody's wearing like. Have you heard that movie? What's it called? It's by the director of District 9.
uh,
Equilibrium? No.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, but they have like these little like suits, these little like muscle suits and stuff, and they're like climbing up walls and all this other shit, and all this
Elysium?
technology crap.
Was it Elysium? Is that what you're thinking of?
Elysium, yes, that's
Yes.
it.
Elysium, yes. It's like that, right? So like you could have like exoskeleton suits or some kind.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
they look like they can jump really high and stuff, and like
Oh, yeah.
climb walls like Spider-Man.
Wow, they're really can. That's kind of like Titanfall-ish.
It did feel kind of Titanfall-ish, I suppose, but there wasn't like a massive mech or anything.
I'll watch the video after we're done and get caught up on that.
Yeah.
Um,
But
the
I would say this is like the first time I saw a Call of Duty trailer and thought, oh, I should definitely play this. Instead of
Yeah.
like, oh, let me just play this just to kind of say that I did. And no, I actually really want to play this. And the face capture of what's his name?
Kevin
God.
Spacey.
Kevin Spacey. Why am I bad with names? Yeah, the face capture on him was phenomenal. Like that.
Yeah, he looked good. Like
that is-
the graphics in general looked pretty huge.
Yeah, it did actually look like an improvement from previous titles.
Like, it definitely seems it felt next gen, you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen a picture here of of Kevin Spacey. It does look really good. I think this could be wow, that looks pretty fucking serious. This actually could be something that could bring me back to Call of Duty. Speaking of Call of Duty, there's a free Call of Duty weekend on Steam right now. There's 1 day left as of the recording of this Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer free weekend. Just so you know, if anyone's listening right now and wants to play Call of Duty Ghosts. Um,
And also, we had the trailer posted on TacoChat.com.
yeah,
No,
check
nope.
it.
Random plug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, check
Check
that
it
out there.
out. Across the nation.
Nation,
Yes.
live.
Right, so it's coming out in November. I think it's November 4th it'll be
Yeah.
releasing.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
is
very
there anything
soon,
else we
isn't
can
it?
say about it?
Isn't it very soon for them to be releasing another
What
Call
do
of
you
Duty
mean?
game? I don't know. It just feels.
I think it
I don't
got
want to say
leaked.
too soon, but I'm just saying like it feels very soon. Like I was like, damn, they already announced another one. It
I
just
know, but
feels.
then you
You just cut out there, dude.
look at fucking Final Fantasy 13.
There you go.
Nice.
Who got
Yeah,
cut out?
Oh no, you're grand. You're back.
yeah, you're
What
back.
happened? I'm so confused as to what's happening.
Just keep talking. You're fine.
Yes.
Hello? Where
Hello.
was I? What's going on?
This guy.
Can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes. Carry on, sir.
Okay, I think there's a delay.
No, we're waiting for you to talk.
Anyway, so what did you hear
I
last?
guess
I don't know where it got cut off.
Fucking hell. This guy, you get like, you have one bit of a delay and we lose like 30 seconds. You're 30 seconds behind us or something. And it's not, it's like you're hearing us in real time, but you're just trying to process it. What are they saying? What does this mean? Anyway.
No. What?
Okay, here's what I'm going to do.
Oh god. I don't think he's actively talking now. Alright, I'm gonna talk for a while. So preloading isn't actually on Xbox One just yet, but somebody posted a thread on Reddit saying that Xbox One needs a preloading feature. So that's when you're downloading a game and you can or rather it's not out yet, but you can preload the game so it's ready to go, at midnight when the game launches. And it's definitely needed on
stuff like that.
No, it doesn't. It has if you're installing a game, you can play it as soon as it's available. As soon as you've downloaded enough or installed it off the disk enough. But it doesn't have it for. It doesn't have it for pre-orders. So
okay.
It's definitely needed. People thought it was going to happen with Titanfall, but it didn't.
Yeah.
And
I mean, PlayStation's been doing it for a little while, so I'd imagine.
Yeah. So the Reddit thread entitled "Xbox One needs a preloading feature," and Major Nelson logged on and wrote, "All I can say right now is that yes, we want this feature as well." And then when asked about the time frame, he declined to give specifics. I'm quoting from GamingInformer.com. You can find the article there. The feature obviously it was meant to come with Titanfall. Some people were saying, but never happened. It's also not on the PlayStation 4, but it has been confirmed that it is coming in an upcoming system update. I don't know when.
It actually came out there last couple of days ago.
Oh, are you serious? It's out there now.
Yeah. 1.70 came in.
Are you sure? Because this is a May 1st article.
I don't know if it's happened with any game yet. Like any games are doing it yet.
Oh, right.
The functionality was added with 1.7.
No, are you sure? Because what it says here at the bottom is Sony recently confirmed that preloading for PlayStation 4 will be added to the console's firmware in an upcoming system update.
No, it's definitely there with 1.7. Definitely.
That alludes to me that it's not.
It's in the patch notes when I was installing the thing.
All right.
Set it on the screen.
So just games need to be added to the feature. I mean, we haven't had the update came out just a little while ago, and it hasn't been a Tuesday yet, so they'll probably just update it later.
When did this update come out, Daniel?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's there now. Hold on, I'm gonna mute here. Someone, you guys take it up.
Okay, so while we're talking about 1.7, might as well bring up a couple of other things that came with us. So there was the Share Factory, which is which was pretty cool. It's actually fairly robust as well, considering it's a separate download. It's almost a gigabyte big. I tried to make a video walkthrough to put it up on the channel. It was like 8 minutes long when I put it up.
Yeah.
But then for some reason YouTube turned it into 3 minutes 10 seconds.
Good job, YouTube.
And I don't know how that happened. I thought maybe it was just processing, but even after a day, it's still doing it. So I had to take it down. So if anyone's listening, might have seen that. Apologies.
Is it possible the upload stopped partway through?
No, because I can put the mouse on the the timeline thing.
Oh, I see.
And I can see the end of it where it should be and shit but I don't know. It fully uploaded anyway.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Um,
So what were you about to say anyway about the
no, yeah,
preloading?
I just googled that to be sure, and yeah, it's there apparently according to an article on VG247.com.
Yeah.
I can't believe
Apparently,
you
I
believe
think
VG247 over me.
I had to confirm. I didn't know, so might as well just confirm these things while we're
Yes.
here.
I knew, John.
And Watch Dogs is gonna be the first game available for preload on PS4 as soon as firmware update 1.7 drops, and that's already out. So that's according to that article. So if you're getting Watch Dogs digitally, you don't even have to leave, and you can start downloading it, beforehand. I don't know how soon
That
beforehand
can be.
though.
I think they
It
said a
probably
few days
works.
beforehand, but they never said.
It probably works however it works on the PlayStation. 'Cause I know the PlayStation has that feature.
Daniel? Is there anything that could push you to go digital?
Oh man, I'm already pretty much
Me
completely.
Probably
too,
had
but
better
Daniel
download
isn't.
speeds.
And better download
Oh, Daniel.
speeds.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
got
yeah, it's
Ground
just
Zeroes
download speeds,
digital.
man.
Yeah, I got Ground Zeroes digital, and I'm probably just gonna get all my games on the Xbox One digitally if I can. If I
Yeah.
can find it cheaper on eBay in a physical copy, then obviously I'll get it cheaper. But
I mean, there's no real downsides to downloads beyond, the constraints of your internet connection and not being able to trade stuff back. That's about it.
yeah, but I mean to be honest, like I rarely
But
traded
what if
games
like the
back.
service ever went down?
What do you mean?
Well,
Well,
if you don't.
isn't the game's already on your
What?
console?
Oh, he means
Yeah,
like,
but let's say
like
like
in the
you
future,
had to delete
like
it to
10
make
years in the
space for a
future.
different.
Oh right, yeah. Well, I mean that's
Is
just a
there a
risk.
fucking delay again?
No, I don't think so.
Yes, there is, because it took you 10 minutes to answer that question.
That was the fastest 10 minutes of my life. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Google Hangouts getting a little crazy this last while.
Yes. Yes.
The last 3 episodes, all up on my tits.
Yeah, for sure. Um, I don't know. It's really frustrating. Yeah, you're trying to do
Anyway,
like
topic.
a topic. Fuck it.
Yes.
So that's the preloading for me. Wolf, is there anything that's kind of like getting your attention or whatever?
Oh, I'm just excited they finally just added the video stuff to the PS4. That's pretty much all I'm excited about.
Have you used it?
I don't have a PS4 yet.
Ah, right.
It just makes me want one more, and
I
be
see.
sad that I had mine pre-ordered. I just was lazy about adding the money to it, and proceeded to just not have the money when it came out.
I
So
see.
yeah.
So like I know Daniel, you used it. You put up a video, but it didn't quite work out. Tell
Yeah, he
us
mentioned
about
that.
it though.
I actually was
You
saying
talked about
that.
it already?
Yeah, he already talked about it.
Oh, my dog was having a shit fit. Just running around, making too much noise. So I had to just quiet
Go shoot him real quick.
No, no. You see what I do is never mind.
Okay.
No
So
animal
what you do
cruelty.
is you kind of give him a quick reach around, and then no.
Shh, I don't know what's going on in Jacksonville, Florida.
That's from weird shit that I occasionally end up reading on the internet. Just
So
and just to
after that
describe
took a
what that
dark
weird
turn.
shit is. There's this thing about a guide for cat girls that I read one time, and yeah. So it was like on 4chan or something. I don't know.
What are you doing on 4chan? You fucking pervert.
It happens sometimes. It's like YouTube syndrome. You end up on the weird side of YouTube every now and then. I end up on the weird side of the internet on occasion.
Yeah, how did I get here? I missed my bus. To the My Little Pony fan page. Hopefully there's no bronies going bananas. I never got that though, to be honest. This whole brony thing. What about
Well,
you?
the less we say about that, the better.
Yeah.
In case
Just
we
I like the
alienate
show, and
people.
that's about it.
Ignore them and
Solely
maybe they'll
because
go
of
away.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. The only reason I gave that show the time of day was because of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I found out that they were the same people working on it, and I could see the influence is still there. And I was like, okay, I like this, but I didn't really watch all the shit. I was just watched a few episodes. Thought,
So what you're
okay.
saying is you did watch My Little Pony.
Yes, I did.
Why?
Cause
Oh, you just told me why.
Yes, it's solely because of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, my
Right.
favorite cartoon ever. And I was like, oh my god, where the fuck do these people go? And then I found out that's where they went, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I heard, oh, it's actually really good. So I was like, wait, they took something shitty and made it pretty good? I was like, okay, I could see that. And then all this creepy shit came out, and I was like, well, what the fuck, people? Do that for Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Don't do it for My Little Pony.
Isiac DaGraca, why didn't you have a seat over here?
Huh?
We got some phone records here. You want to bleep her bleep out?
I want to blank your blank out.
What?
Why don't you have a seat?
So
I have the transcript.
What?
You're caught, lad.
We just caught a predator. You know, Chris Hansen, Dateline NBC, To Catch a Predator.
Oh,
you
you guys
know
are
all
bad.
about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys are bad.
We sure are. But anyway, maybe we should get to a topic. Like, so we brought up Watch Dogs there for a sec, right?
Yes,
Yes.
we did.
And like, there's a ton of Watch Dogs news lately. And one thing I want to talk about is the reason for the delay. And so this is from RedBull.com, and I had no idea they talked about Watch Dogs on RedBull.com.
It was
But
posted pretty much everywhere, though, I think.
But there was an interview there, and he said the reason for the delay was that people, when they play testing it, people were getting too good at hacking, and they were doing things, they were doing like creative things that they weren't, like they didn't predict, and like they couldn't control it, and so like some weird outcomes were resulting, so they needed to fix that.
Huh.
Wow.
So,
Could that be true? Like, or was he just doing that to be like, yo, this game is so fucking.
we need to put the leash on this game, man.
Yeah. Bring him in. You know, they start like fucking.
Put the tiger back in the cage.
Yeah.
God. And if it was like average people doing it, it had to be pretty broken. That
The
just
Jade
have.
Monkey.
Huh?
What? I just said I'd just say something. Daniel had tiger in the cage. I had nothing. I needed to get mine in.
But there was also season pass news, and me and John talked about this in an earlier episode, and we kind of speculated that we'd be controlling the woman, but we were wrong. We were controlling the kind of stoner-looking
His
dude
dirty,
with the dreadlocks.
crusty friend.
Wait,
Yeah.
hang on, what now?
For the season pass, there's like DLC with Watch Dogs. You get like a single-player campaign with his friend, Tony. What's his something Grady, T-Bone Grady or something.
Oh, wait, you mean the hobo-looking guy that was in that one trailer?
Yeah, that's the guy.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it.
Interesting.
You also get like there's kind of like these mini games that they have. They're like completely different from the main game. Where it's kind of like you do a drug. It seems to be like Aiden puts like a chip in his ear or something, and then he kind of hallucinates. So that kind of leads to mini games like zombies and mechanical spiders and shit like that.
That's cool. Oh, it's kind of like Grand Theft Auto with the seriously serious weed parts.
Yeah. That's
That was
kinda like
crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Or you know the LSD mission, where you know like where your son drugs you. I assume it's LSD, and you're flying through the air.
Yes, that was awesome.
That was so much fun.
Oh yeah. That was good.
Yeah.
So that's it with Watch Dogs, I think. It'll be coming out soon.
I'm actually quite excited. 20th of this month, right?
27th.
27th.
Woo! Something else I won't have money for.
Woo. That'll probably be my last game purchase until September, unless I start to shit money. So I guess I'll spit a little topic here. So that's kind of back to kind of Xbox One real quick. It's a little complaint I have. Let me just get the article, which I should have had ready. So
Nobody else is laughing, John.
oh my god, I'm losing them. All right, here it is. Sorry. So I mentioned before, I still don't have voice commands with my Xbox One. It's kind of annoying. You know, it's a big feature. You know, they force to connect on you, and then they don't have it working in every country. But as I said, if I moved my location to England, which it says in this it doesn't work, but if I put it to England, it would. You know, the voice will work. But so I don't see why then they can't just be like, okay, let's just do what we did for England, but in Ireland.
So why can't you just keep it on England and like? Just
Actually, I am going to, but I have to. Every time I want to buy a game, I think I have to change it back. That's what I was told.
Okay.
And so the let me see here. All right, so the countries that they're saying don't have it now is Australia, Ireland, and so in there they're not actually mentioning UK. Sorry. So yeah, Australia, Ireland, and New Zealand. Oh, Austria. Sorry. Austria, Ireland, and New Zealand don't have voice command. What's interesting about New Zealand is Australia does have voice commands.
That is interesting.
New Zealand doesn't. You know, and
they're
like
practically the same.
I'm sure if an Australian or New Zealander heard to say that, they'd be like, "Hold on a minute, Van Dingo. I'll get my kiwis and koalas after you."
Down the flaming crows, Shiva.
We gotta go do. Oh god.
Good times. But anyway, yeah,
Um,
you're feeling
yeah.
left out.
No, it's just annoying. Like I don't see why this hasn't been addressed like really quick. The
Yeah.
connected integral part of the whole thing of the Xbox One experience, and some people are just getting fucked in the ass.
Yeah.
I'm pretty pissed off about it, to be honest.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's like not quite getting the full product there. But
No.
maybe there's some kind of regional thing going on with that. I don't know. We have like some kind of patent or technology standard crap that could be going on.
I don't know. I don't think so. But
Yeah, I doubt it too. I'm just saying.
I was told. I told this, I think, in TakuCast. But when I tried to fix this, I didn't know it was a thing that Ireland just didn't have. So I was like trying to fix it. I get in contact with the Xbox Live customer support, and he says, "Oh, it'll be done in 2 weeks." So that was the day after the Xbox One launch. I got it on launch, so second day afterwards, he said 2 weeks time you're going to have it, and we still don't. So I'm not that impressed. And yeah, I kind of just wanted to mention that, and if anyone else out there is having the same issue too.
I'm sure Bill Gates is listening right now, and he's gonna be like, "I need to get on this."
He's wiping his tears of disappointment with $100. Or he might just burn the 500, Yeah, I just wanted to mention that. If anyone else out there having that problem too, feel free to vent.
Get in touch.
Yes.
You're not alone.
Yeah.
John wants to cry with you too. So,
Baby, come back.
okay, so have you heard of Project Beast?
No.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, that thing.
So this is the rumor going around that From Software, the people behind the Souls series, and Sony are teaming up to make Project Beast. So this came from 4chan. So straight away, obviously you're going to be skeptical, but they came with a bunch of screenshots that kind of look legit.
Yeah.
From the trailer, so maybe.
Yeah. And a lot of people were thinking the From Software got bought by some company that's apparently responsible for a lot of I don't know, Japanese mobile games or something like that. And they bought 80% of the company or something like that. And a lot of people were thinking that they were going to make a full shift to mobile. So a lot of people were pretty skeptical that there was going to be anything next gen from Software.
Right.
Yeah, from Software.
So this is exciting news for some people, I'm sure.
From those screenshots, do you think they could be possible on a mobile?
Oh, what, those? No, hell no.
No,
not for a few years, not for a couple of years. The technology is there.
That long.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I'm actually looking at screenshots now. It looks pretty good.
It's some kind of Irish wolfhound that kind of looks half rotten or something.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
pretty
I
cool.
take offense to this because everyone's offended
I think some of the images just got pulled.
Oh,
I've got a good few here.
Because I'm looking at the ones that were posted on TakuChat, and it looks like some of the images are giving me 404 errors.
No, that's just your shoddy workmanship. Oh!
Oh, yeah, it's giving me.
Sorry,
Never
dude.
mind. Maybe not. Let me see. No, the images are working. Okay, never mind. They're working.
do you think it'll be like
The
a
links
Demon
won't
Souls sequel?
Oh, it's probably gonna be something like that. It looks a lot like it.
Alright, fair enough.
Not a sequel,
actually.
but just something that's kind of made similarly. But probably because they have, if it's on next gen, they probably just have some newer features they can add to where it doesn't have to be considered a sequel.
Hey, did you guys see? I'm sure you did. It was everywhere. That they actually did find them buried ET Atari cartridges out in some desert. I don't know which desert. New Mexico,
Yes.
somewhere in New Mexico.
Yep.
The rumor is true.
I was kind of glad. That was a cool little thing, that out there was at a time just loads of buried some of the worst games of all time.
Yeah.
I wonder what they did with the cartridges.
Do you know what people are saying now? Is that
And
this
that
did
advertisement is that little thing I showed you, the Stevie Wonder thing. I think that was one of the things that was actually. Oh, never mind. My bad.
what?
Mistake. Moving on.
So what were you going to say there? What people are saying?
Oh yeah, they're saying that it's faked, like the moon landing, and that Microsoft, because they're setting up some kind of documentary they're going to be putting on the Xbox One, and they're saying that they kind of staged it. I don't believe it. It's ridiculous.
I heard it was a public event. That's what I heard.
I don't think
they're doing a public digging.
I don't think there'd be any need for them to stage it. You know, nobody was asking them questions, or anything like that. You know,
People are saying like, how's the cardboard still, intact?
because if you look, it's in wrappers,
Yeah,
and it hasn't seen the light of day in God knows how long.
true.
You know, it has. You know, it's just been sitting in the dirt. I mean, one of the cartridges has a lot of dirt around it. I'm looking at it now, but I mean, like, all in all, it shouldn't really be that damaged. I'm sure it was still in a packaging, you know.
Yeah, I don't expect that stuff to be biodegradable from that time.
No, definitely not 30 years. As I said, it's been out of the sun, you know. I doubt it rains too much in New Mexico.
Oh
That's
yeah.
true.
It's a
That's
guess I'm going to
that
throw out
sand
there.
probably keeps it alive.
Yeah, so and there's also some guys, you know, always go, well, hold on a minute, it's a conspiracy.
Illuminati.
Illuminati.
God.
Can't you see the triangle
Who the
somewhere?
fuck cares?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have to say it. I'm sorry.
So there's two games. Unless are you finished talking about that?
Oh yeah.
So there's kind of two games that were shown off recently that I'd like to talk about. Destiny and Evolve. They kind of got both like a lot of gameplay.
Oh yeah, Evolve
Have
was
either of you?
awesome.
Yeah, Evolve does look cool. Like
Oh
cooler
man.
than I expected.
Oh yes.
It looked like I didn't expect it when I heard about the guy versus the hunters versus the single monster thing. I was kind of skeptical about that. I didn't think that how could they make that interesting? I mean, just one monster running around smacking people, but they had this whole survival mechanism to it. The other guys they're just the players trying to hunt the guy down. But when you're playing the monster, you're feeding on shit, trying to level yourself up and escape and hide and all this other shit. It's like it's probably
Yeah.
just seems like it's more interesting to play the monster than it is anything else.
But then even when you're the hunter, you have to watch out for like these little monsters that he uses as food. Like so,
That's true.
you're not just hunting him the whole time. So that's kind of cool.
That's
That's
cool.
very true.
At first, when I heard that premise, I didn't. The first time I heard, I didn't know that you'd be dealing with other, you know, little enemies here and there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that kind of sounds shit. But
Yeah.
watching it, it looked so much fun, and the guy who was commentating did a really good job too. It made it really a lot more exciting. But it was cool watching like other monsters just attack each other. You know, like eating each other, like you're in this ecosystem.
Yep.
And also seeing Goliath, that's the creature that was being hunted, take like damage, and like it was reflecting in how he looked. You know what I mean? He looked bruised and beaten up and
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm gonna have to mute.
Okay.
Oh, that's fine.
I
By,
thought that
by the way,
looked incredible.
we got a comment there like earlier from Vicious Arcanum, and he says Elysium, but he probably knows we
Yeah.
got that by now.
I
But thank
seen
you,
that
thank you for
joke
the
ignore it
comment.
because it wasn't relevant. You have to stick your stupid fucking nose in.
No, he gets really violent towards you, Vicious
I'm
Arcanum.
back.
Don't mind that.
Yeah, I'm only joking.
Right, so
Yeah, so I mean, like Evolve is definitely something that's kind of crept up my to watch list, I suppose. I'd be interested to see other enemies and their abilities and other maps as well, and how that how that works.
Hey, there's very few games that actually have done the environmental kind of thing. Like you have games like Fallout and just all these like really open world kind of games, and then they don't do much with the environment. Like everything's really static. Like the only other game I can think of that did it to where other enemies are interacting with each other and stuff was like freaking I think like Final Fantasy 12 was the last game I can think of that did that. And then of course a little bit of Metal Gear Solid, I guess. A little bit. They didn't.
no,
They didn't
Skyrim had that kind of stuff too, didn't it?
Yeah, I'd say
Oh,
so.
where enemies would attack each other?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
You'd
like
see
they'd
that.
hunt.
You'd see maybe bandits attack some like wolves, stuff like that, you know.
Okay,
And
that's cool.
you'd see hunters like hunting wolves, and the wolves would attack. I must play Skyrim again. I'm sure all the talk is like, God, I gotta play it.
Yeah, I don't know. I always thought environmental stuff was really really cool. So adding that extra layer of gameplay stuff, turning your enemies against each other and stuff like that.
That is cool. It's just more like it's not like you against them; it's everyone against everyone.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, because in freaking Final Fantasy 12, like one of the things I did to take down there's like these little T-Rex monsters that are really really fucking powerful, and so what we did was that the T-Rexes they hate these one little creatures. So what I did was I waited for it to get these little other creatures, and they started firing there, and I'm sitting there like healing those little creatures to keep them alive. So he would focus on them, and everybody else was attacking the T-Rex thing. It was fucking awesome, and there's cool shit like that. It's just stuff I want to see more of.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty. Tear pride here.
But yeah, so Destiny was also showed off, and like the one thing that I noticed about that more than anything was that nobody really seemed to care.
I don't care about
I
Destiny.
wasn't paying attention either.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, it's probably going to be a good game,
Yes.
but I just don't care. It's so
Like,
strange.
It
like
seems it's average in comparison to some of the crazier stuff that we've been seeing.
exactly like when you put it up against something like The Division, it's not on the radar.
Yeah, yeah. It's like the main thing that's getting attention is the developers that are behind it.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. And you know what? To be honest, since they let go of Marty O'Donnell, I'm like, I don't know now.
He was just a
sorry.
music guy, though, yeah.
Yeah, but he's not just a music guy. Like, Jesus, like the music he's put out is just insane. You remember the Halo music, and
Not at all.
I think he's well. You wouldn't because you're an idiot. But if you're a true gamer, you know, and you went Xbox 360 last gen, which was superior, minus The Last of Us, I'll give you that. But then you would have got to experience them sweet dusted tones. Oh, Daniel, to be like being serious though, you should listen to ODST's soundtrack. Just give it a listen, like do something in the background. It's
Sure thing, buddy.
Good. Like
I'm not
I
even
played the whole
joking.
game, but I remember it being really good.
It's really good. It gave that whole feeling. I actually didn't like ODST as a game, but the music, like, definitely, because you were meant to feel like you were abandoned, I guess, in the city and alone. And the music, I definitely felt lended to that. It was very Resident Evil 1-ish. That's what it reminded me of. I
so
can't
did-
explain it.
Did he leave or was he fired?
He was let go for some reason. He's a big name in the industry as far as
Why
as far
why
as
would
I'm
they do that?
I honestly don't know. I was so surprised. I seen that and I was like, what? That's coconuts.
It's not that
Um,
funny, Wolf. A man just lost his livelihood over here.
Yeah, you're a fucking monster, Wolf. um, yeah, I mean, but you
yeah.
see, what's going on with all this stuff? A lot of guys are getting let go or leaving. You know, Naughty Dog lost a lot of key guys, didn't they?
Yeah, but well, some of them were
Yeah.
kind of like just who were only there for the one game, then they
I
disappeared.
see.
And then, like,
Maybe in some cases, at least with the Naughty Dog stuff, it could be fuckers bigging it up more than it is.
yeah, maybe. It's hard to know. I'm not worried. Like I know even you would maybe you'd think like all this kind of shit because even the actors in the new Uncharted have got recasted. Like do you know the Uncharted trailer? Like the only trailer they showed for the new one.
Yeah.
It was like a map and some guy doing a voiceover. Like the
Yeah.
guy who did the voiceover, he's not there anymore now. They've got rid of him. So that's
that kind of
that's
shit's
weird.
expected. That's normal shit. I mean, like usually when they show stuff that early, can't really expect any of it to be what the result's supposed to be.
I don't know, but like you'd expect him to be like a main character or like a
Well,
main
true.
enemy or something.
True. That's very true.
But I don't know. Anyway, they're rumored to be showing off gameplay at E3, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. I think I gotta say though, part of what there's a sudden new focus on people leaving companies and changing companies and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah,
like
that's true.
it's a new like I think nowadays it's getting to a point where they're trying to treat game developers as kind of like how they treat celebrities. You know, they're getting a little bit too interested in personal stuff and not necessarily just the games.
What they're
anymore.
doing. Did you guys? Sorry to. It's kind of you're saying about like celebrities in a way. I guess this ties in. Lionsgate are thinking about getting into games. I think, or will eventually. All right. So I've got an article here. Right. If it's short, I'll read it. It's short. Do you want me to read it out? I think it could be interesting.
All right,
Go
go
for
for it.
So, this is on Game Informer. It's always my favorite place for news, of course, except for TackandChat.com. So, Lionsgate, the movie and television distribution house responsible for The Hunger Games and Divergent, have announced a move into the video game industry. The company has tapped Nerdist co-founder and former CEO Peter Levin to lead the initiative. Lionsgate expansion for film into games has been done by others with varying success. Warner Bros. Has built a thriving interactive business with numerous successful LEGO titles, the Batman Arkham series, and NetherRealm's Mortal Kombat and Injustice fighting games. Disney, on the other hand, has struggled in the digital landscape. The company found success with its toy meets digital title Disney Infinity 2013, and will expand into the new. Sorry, I'm losing myself here. And will expand with a new Marvel title in that universe this fall. Unfortunately, autumn actually, if we're going to be real. Unfortunately, other aspects of the interactive business haven't fared so well, with major layoffs taking place earlier this year. Lionsgate Film Library also includes Twilight. Twilight game, anyone? Anyone want to?
Oh
No?
yeah.
No, fuck that.
Okay, well, The Expendables, to be honest, I think that'd make a shit game. But through acquisition, also includes Reservoir
I
Dogs.
thought they already made a shit game of that.
Yeah, I don't know. Reservoir Dogs, Young Guns, Total Recall, Level Report to Lionsgate Chief Finance Officer Jamie Barrage
that's
and
the
CEO
first
John
one.
Feldheimer. So pretty much, I don't really think they've got stuff that's worth making games about.
Yeah. I don't think the point would be to use their current property. They'd have to make new stuff. It's just nothing they could use that's current. I mean, they've already annihilated everything else as far as the things that are capable of making games. I mean, the Expendables game was shit from looking at the reviews and stuff. So, and that
When did
wasn't
that
them
even come
making
out?
it, of course, but well, that's the thing. Who cares? So, but
I never even
if
watched the
they
films.
probably like self-developed it, because I don't think they were the developers of that game. If they self-developed it, I don't know. It could be a different story.
No.
Well, maybe
Interesting.
I don't know. But yeah, I thought that was worth mentioning. Also,
Oh, and if I could say one thing about Disney and video games, fucking
Yeah.
release Kingdom Hearts on the PlayStation Store. I just have to say that every time.
if I hear about Kingdom Hearts, too
I'm
much.
sure. I'm sure Mickey Mouse is nesting right now with Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Nice.
Whoa, you foreshadowed that earlier. This podcast is insane.
we do have 2 viewers, so who else could it be?
Yeah. I don't know. That's for sure.
There's nothing saying it's not Bill Gates with Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. Look, it could be. It could be. So we'll kind of move along. I want to mention this thing too. This is so listen to this. 178 days since release, DICE confirms Battlefield 4 is still broken.
Awful decent
Oh
of
my
them.
god.
Cheers for that, lads. Glad I spent all that money on this broken game.
Then they just upgrade their servers or something to get rid of rubber banding and shit.
Here,
What's-
listen to this, Daniel. Get this. It didn't do fucking anything.
Yes.
The game is still. I stopped playing it. The game's a piece of shit. It's just not fun.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably not going to get Battlefield 5 until I know for sure it's good. I mean, I got
Nah, they were in such a good position to take over Call of Duty too.
they were nearly there. They were nearly
Yeah.
there, to be honest.
Yeah.
People are starting to get
I
excited.
guess most happens.
I'm actually at the stage where I'm just going to probably reinstall Battlefield 3 again. But they wanted to. Well, I say EA wanted to get out before Call of Duty. They didn't want to have to wait, and then they push DICE to get it done too soon. I'd be pretty embarrassed, if I was DICE, but not. I don't think it's their fault though. I just think it's EA's. I'd say EA pushed them a bit. I'm not normally one of the people who would like rag on EA. I don't think they're that bad, but in this case, they should have they really fucked themselves. I'm not you could consider me, I suppose, a lost fan almost. I'll play Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 3, but I'll probably uninstall Battlefield 4, and there's no way I'm getting premium. And
But
even
in
if the game
fairness-
is fixed, I think.
In fairness, do you think if DICE weren't rushed, would the game still be in development or would it have released by now? Because it should have fixed it
Okay,
by now.
I think it probably would have been released by now, but it wouldn't be nearly as broken, and it wouldn't have been that bad. Every game releases with bugs. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. But I don't think I've seen a game to release. I mean, fucking hell, Daisy standalone alpha is more stable than Battlefield 4 at this stage. And that game just got binoculars. And I don't think you can crouch and use them before the latest update.
Damn, son.
Or something like that, I'm just not impressed. I mean, I feel like I wasted a lot of money. And I just definitely wanted to mention that.
You didn't buy like the expansions and shit, did you?
No, I was playing the game and it was just dog shit, and I was like, there's no way I'm spending more money on this. I would have loved to get a refund, to be honest, but
Yeah.
Fair enough.
They shouldn't even be charging for DLC at this point. It's like, hey, come back to our game.
I mean, Bad Company 2 had free DLC, and that game was solid. They could patch a few more things, but I mean, it's playable. There's nothing really game-breaking going on there,
Right.
The weapons are fairly balanced, all things considered. And Battlefield 3 had a little bit of a rough patch with some overpowered weapons, really, but nothing to the scope of Battlefield 4. I've been kicked, Battlefield crashing all the time. Rubber banding is still rampant. Oh man, all these crazy bugs that you see. Hit detection's awful.
Worse than
Um,
the Battlefield 3 launch bugs.
yeah, but I said Battlefield 3 ended up to be a really polished game
Yeah,
way
yeah,
sooner than that. It's way less than 178 days. I mean,
yeah,
Dice got on Battlefield 3, I think, and it's just a better game.
yeah.
And
At
Battlefield,
least the glitches were pretty funny in
yeah,
Battlefield
I
3.
mean, also it was pretty exploitable. I mean, there was one, if you put frag round slugs into a USAS 12, it was pretty much a death cannon.
Huh.
Because people would hide behind cover. If you shot the ground next to them, it did so much damage. The splash damage would kill them. It was like having like weak grenades that you could just shoot over and over. So
Nice.
all you got to do is be a support and have the USAS 12 and just keep giving yourself ammo and just shoot. Like pull the trigger, you'll hit something. The
Nice.
splash damage was so high. I mean, they fixed it eventually, but I took advantage. I used
Yeah.
that. I exploited that glitch a bit, and you know, if I mean the only Battlefield 3 game Battlefield game I'm gonna get on launch now would be Bad Company 3. Like that'd be it. I wouldn't get another like Battlefield 5 or anything like that. And this is probably going to affect what you call that game, Star Wars Battlefront, which I'm very excited for too. And we maybe since they've had to probably get more guys working on fixing Battlefield 4, that might have affected Star Wars Battlefront. We don't know. At least
Well,
I don't know.
even if they didn't, like, can you trust Battlefront to be any good? No, like you should probably wait until people are testing this out and see if it's like
Oh
full of
yeah,
bugs and shit.
yeah. I'm gonna wait, but I mean, we don't know. Um,
And so
yeah,
I might bring up Drive Club that kind of came out of the blue again. Finally, they put a release date on it. It's going to be October 8th, which is almost a year delay, really, overall, when you consider it was supposed to be a launch game. But it's looking very good, though. I will say that. Um,
It's probably the first race. It's the first racing game to come out to use a proper lighting system,
yeah,
Yeah,
have you seen?
proper next gen lighting system.
What about Project Cars? Like, there's some
Project
screens released
Cars.
for that.
Yeah, that's top of the line shit right there.
Yeah,
They did release some PS4 screens, I think,
yeah, they're very
on
comparable to
PlayStation
the
4.
PC, from what I'm hearing.
Yeah. There's the other thing is like because like I haven't seen a game that like use like just I haven't seen like a game use like a serious lighting model and Drive Club was the first one I saw that did that. But freaking Project Cars, which I really wish I could get in the beta on that, and I have no idea how. But anyway, yeah, there we go. I'm looking at the pictures right now.
But
Right, they
Project
don't use
Cars is
like,
kind of is more simulation compared to Drive Club is kind of be a
oh
little
yeah,
bit more arcadey.
yeah, absolutely. It's being kind of sold as a hardcore sim in a lot of ways because
Yeah.
meant to be comparable with stuff like I don't know if you guys would be aware of this. There's just like there's a couple of racing sims that's currently online. It's like God damn, I cannot remember the name right now. Boy, I'm botching this. Anyway, there's a couple of racing sims online that people play, and they're telling them that those are top of the line stuff. They compare it to Gran Turismo. Like Gran Turismo, most people don't consider that like a hardcore simulator. It's kind of, it has its own, like, it has a creative side to its simulation, I guess. And Project Car is supposed to be closer to that full-on simulation, hardcore shit kind of stuff. So, yeah.
yeah. Cars kind of like as far as games goes, where I kind of just shut. I don't really care too much about it, but except for in GTA 5, I really liked the racing in that. I think it's what I probably did the most
Yeah.
in GTA 5.
You know what you need? You need a racing wheel. That's what you need.
Yeah, you know what? I think that would be so cool.
That would be cool.
I would
Like,
play.
it literally changes everything, I assure you.
Sure.
Get a racing wheel.
I believe
Racing Wheel and Oculus Rift.
Yes.
you.
That'd be the tits
yes.
right there.
Oh man, that would we. I think we talked about that in another podcast,
Probably did.
Yes, we
an
did.
episode or two ago. Or
I was
something.
there.
Recycling.
No. I think we talked about it like maybe episode 2 or 3 of the Game Agenda podcast.
Oh, you know what I'm most interested about from the Project Cars screenshots?
What's that?
Raindrops on the cars.
That's
That
what
would
it's
be
all
kind of
about.
cool. I mean, here, look, but we did say before that it's going to be these little details that's going to make the difference now with next gen games. You know?
Oh, hell yeah. But the thing was, that was actually like freaking, what was it called? Project Gotham had that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
The rain.
Project Gotham had rain and snow, I think.
Nice.
Hold on.
Listen to this, right? Sorry to go off topic, but while you're looking for that, Sony Online Entertainment has a plan that you pay a fee to play all of their, free-to-play games. Like that covers PlanetSide 2, so it's not really free-to-play anymore. It's got like under the new plan, players would have access to Sony Online Entertainment's library of games, including DC Universe Online, PlanetSide 2, EverQuest 2, Vanguard, Saga of Heroes, and Wizardry Online, and will include EverQuest Next and EverQuest Landmark. It's $14.99 a month for these games.
But if they're all free-to-play games, why would you buy them?
No, what I'm saying is like they're like this is going to be a thing where eventually you're going to have to pay to play these games. But it's been shelved for now for some reason.
Oh.
The original date set for was early April, but it's pushed back and is now set to launch on or about April 29th. And you can learn more about the program by checking out this freaking ask questions from Sony.
Huh.
I did not hear about that.
I was actually pretty sad. I like PlanetSide 2, but I wouldn't pay, a fee just for that game. I'd rather just keep the pay-to-play model. I mean, if I played it enough, if I had enough people to play, I probably would end up like buying some like credits to get something maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
But now there's no way I'm going to do it. I'm sure there's going to be more people like me who want to play the game more and stuff like that, but who've just been kind of turned away. At least I have, that's for sure, by that. So that sucks. I think
I don't know, but like H1Z1, like that'll probably fall under that umbrella because it's made by SOE as well. Like, but they're like adamant that it's going to be free to play.
We'll see. Maybe because that's going to be on console. I don't know if any of these other games are on PS4.
Well, PlanetSide 2 will be.
I wonder what that's going to be like then. Oh, that's probably going to be covered by your PlayStation Plus.
That could be it, yeah.
That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be.
In which case, I don't care because I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's fine for you. But is there going to be crossplay for H1Z1? No, it doesn't suck to be a PC gamer. I can assure you. Oh, Daniel, you know so little.
No, I don't. They haven't actually said if there will be or not. I don't think it's not been confirmed anyway. But if PlanetSide 2 isn't going to do it, then maybe they won't either.
But we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, I think H1Z1 looks like DayZ, but it moves a little bit faster. I was watching some footage for it. I don't know if I'm interested yet.
DayZ, except not broken completely.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, DayZ's definitely broken, but it's, that's what you get when you're buying into an alpha. I mean, I complain about DayZ, but I can't really because I knew what I was getting into when I bought early access.
Yeah.
And actually, there is some things like I think Rain seems a lot better somehow in the game. It felt very atmospheric. I was just walking in the woods, listening to the rain, and it sounded really good. And I was like, fucking hell, I feel really drawn into this.
Yeah. And set up camp here and get the fires blazing.
I think you can. Let's try to show off some of the features in a video.
But building shit in H1Z1, maybe that'll be like a unique feature that.
No, building is coming to DayZ as well down the line. Don't know when, but it's coming. Crafting is coming. He wants you to be able to have underground layers of some kind. I think that's a thought.
I think this guy dreams too big, John.
And I think another thing too is have when he adds new islands, like in the mod, you could get new islands. I'm actually going to be probably playing the mod again sometime soon. You could go to I actually can't remember the names of them now, but those different maps pretty much. Some of them are really tropical and and he wants them that you could actually get in a boat or fly over to them at some stage, and play there too and have hundreds of players in the game that way then. I don't know if that will come to fruition or not, but I want vehicles right now. I need vehicles, crafting, all that stuff. I'd actually really like to start crafting.
What's the maximum number of people that can be in DayZ right now?
40 only. That's why nothing really happens. It's a little bit too slow.
So H1Z1 will have 2,000. So maybe that'll be the
H1Z1 has 2,000 players.
So it's gonna match PlanetSide's.
That's a little bit.
What?
I mean, I think DayZ's going to go over the hundreds.
They're saying they'll be capable of supporting thousands of players. Maybe it's different servers will have different player counts.
Huh. I can see that
but the map is so fucking big though, so.
Yeah.
Maybe 2,000 are needed.
Yeah, it'd have to be really big, but I think that's too much. Look, it's a zombie apocalypse, but we got 2,000 people here. We're doing okay. I think we can do this.
I'm probably taking it out of context because he did say engine is capable of supporting 2,000 players
Yeah,
or
I'd,
something
I'd
like
say
that.
that doesn't mean there's going to be. I mean, for a game like that to work, it has to feel like, there's a danger that you will bump into somebody at any moment, but at the same time, you might go a long time without seeing them. I'm actually going to be recording after this. I'm going to try to get more DayZ videos up, so you might see more of the new features in that. Yeah.
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 I'm going to hop off now. I
Okay,
don't know
that's
if it's...
that's how you end the show, is it?
Well, you see, you guys can keep talking, but I got shit to do.
I'm gonna get out of here as well.
Yeah.
So this is where we'll wrap up.
I think it
Okay.
feels natural enough. We were at an hour, maybe an hour and a half. We're gonna say an hour and a half, thanks to Wolf and his timekeeping,
Right.
trying to help us like a bastard. Where do you get off? All right, so thanks for joining us, Isaac. Yeah, obviously come back on whenever you want. It's always a pleasure to have you on. And thanks guys for
I'll be back around
listening.
when I feel
And
like self-promoting myself
I'm,
more.
I'm probably going to download this episode and try out the music in the background. I might do that tonight.
Yeah.
And thanks for listening, guys. And if you do like that idea of putting the music, let us know. It's, support the video by liking it, subscribing. Of course, it's always good. And thanks for listening, guys.
All right, bye bye.
Au revoir.